It is another Sunday morning in our house. Welcome back. We're about ready to do Savannah's hair again. We are going to do, it's kind of like a bun, but it's not really a bun. We're going hiking after church today. So I need to do something that's going to kind of have a little stay power where she can run around and play, but yet something that's going to look beautiful. So I don't really know what you call it, but it's going to kind of be a bun, but it's kind of not a, it's definitely not a bun. So we are just going to brush out her hair real quick. I probably should have done this before the video. All right, and what you're going to need to do is you're going to need to part her hair into a circle around her head. So as far as you want, I normally do a good length from the front of her head. Let's see. All right. See if we can't show everybody. Now, I guess you could get a comb thing and, you know, make it all perfect and all that other stuff. I'm not a perfectionist. I mean, I just do what I have around, you know. So this is about how far. I'm guessing about 3 inches from the front of her face. Hold that for me, baby girl. And then you want to do it all the way around. You're not exactly going to see this line. I mean, it's going to be blurred by the braid. Would you take that for me, baby? You know, so, and I don't have time to be perfect with it. You know, we have church here in a little bit. It's starting to get late. We're rushing a little bit. So really, you just want to get a decent circle, decent amount of braid right in the middle of, or decent amount of hair right in the middle of her head. You want it to try to be the same all the way around. That's the only key. You know, I mean, it doesn't have to be perfect, but however much you have on the one side, you want to have the same amount on the other side. Look for me. So we're going to, you can let it go now, baby doll. So I want to get just a hair bit more from over here, so it's at least a little bit more even with the other side. There we go. Now, it's definitely, like I said, it's not perfect all the way around, but we're not going for perfection. Now, like I tell you guys every time, I like doing her hair super wet. I have seen so many videos where everybody does their hair dry and stuff like that. I can't do her hair dry. For some reason, it just doesn't turn out right, or it doesn't look as nice as the way that they do it, and I'm super glad that they can do it where their hair turns out nice, but I can't unless it's wet. Now, if it's wet, I can make her hair look real nice. And it'll dry nice and it'll look beautiful, but until, you know, while it's wet, I have to do her hair while it's wet. So that's what I do. Now I use 2 rubber bands here because I want it to stick off her head a little bit. It's gonna look a little weird. I need you to look down just a little bit. It's gonna look a little weird, you know, but you want it to be off her head just a little bit. You can use more than that if you want, if you do this once and you see you want to stick off more. Now, this is the easy part. I have just spread her head around, her hair around like you would for the sock bun. And the only thing that I'm going to do now is I'm just going to start to braid the hairs that I have left down here with some of the hair from the bun. Now, the only thing that you're going to want to watch is you're going to want to have you're going to want to make 2 of the pieces of the braid from the hairs down here, and 1 part of the braid from the hair up here. And you're going to want to keep it tight to where the hair is that's attached to her head, not the hair coming from the ponytail. So you're going to want to keep it nice and tight to where the hair is from her head. And now every time you do the braid around, you just add pieces of the hair from each location. Nice and simple. And then again, you're just going to braid her hair all the way around her head. So this is, again, nice and simple. It's an easy braid. Most of the things that I do to her head, if you can braid, you can do these things to your daughter's hair. I try to just keep it simple, but yet I like things that just wow people. You know, when you go into church, you want your daughter to feel good, to look good, to be cute. Can you turn a skosh for me, Pumpkin? And this one's a fast one. Again, like I said, we're crunched for time. We've only got a few minutes to get this thing done. And so we are hurrying, but the nice thing is that this one is pretty doggone easy. Now, this will be the last regular hairstyle that I do before Christmas. From now until Christmas, we're gonna do Christmassy ones. So, starting, I don't know, maybe we'll do one, well, we'll do one coming up here shortly because I know that y'all are gonna want to practice it, and maybe you have things coming up before Christmas that you might want to do it for, and I've got some really cute Christmas ones. So this will be my last regular one before Christmas, but I wanted to show you guys this one because this one is a nice one if you have plans between church services, but you want something that is beautiful but that will stay, that she can run around in, that you don't have to worry about her hair falling out of, especially if they have medium to long hair. Now, I don't do a whole lot with short hair. My husband wants her hair to stay, you know, medium to long length. So, bless her heart, she wants it short, but Daddy says no. So, all of her hair stuff. There you go. Can you flip? Now, you can rest your head on my knees if you want. There we go. It's much, let me touch it down a little bit. It's much easier for her if she rests her head on my knees, and it'll be easier for you because then you can see it better while you're doing it. I know you probably can't see it better while I'm doing it, but while you're doing it, it'll be much easier if she rests her head on your knees. Whoop. Especially when you get to these portions, because it's going to be hard. If her head's sitting straight up, it'd be hard for you to see if these are all nice and flattened out at the front of her head, because you want it to be nice and flattened out so it doesn't have all kinds of bumps when you get to the front. Now like I always say, you want to start at the bottom. You want by the time you get to the front, you want the braid to be a nice decent width. You know, I always like a nice thicker braid at the top. I don't know, to me it just looks nicer when the braid's a little bit thicker and stuff like that. I don't know, I like a nice thick braid. And now you're gonna have to watch that you're not doing too tight or too loose compared to where you are before. Now you can adjust it. I'm gonna show you now. I have a little bit here that's probably too tight, and you're gonna be able to adjust it some, and I'll show you that. There you go. And when you get to the front, you may need to brush some to get it to lay flat. All right, sit up for me now. I'm sorry, I know that was short-lived, wasn't it, baby? Yeah. Oh, lay it down one more time. I'm sorry. It's easier to get it flat when she's laying down and get the hair twisted right. Doop. Now we're starting to run into some flyaways, so you're going to want to make sure that you get those tucked in there right. Now we can look up. Here we go. Uh-oh, Mom is losing it. There we go. Luckily, my daughter is very patient with me doing her hair. Bless her heart. She's my very good little model. I think she likes having her hair done anyway. Can you turn for me some more? Your head probably doesn't turn anymore without turning your little body. All right. Do you like having your hair done?
Yes, ma'am.
Which one of these is your favorite hairdo?
I like the sock bun one.
You like the sock bun one?
Yes, ma'am.
Why? Is it comfortable?
Mhm.
Yep.
Comfortable and pretty.
It is very pretty. So her vote goes to the sock bun. My favorite is the ponytail, the crazy ponytail one, where it looks all beautiful, and I think we did that one a couple days ago. We posted that video. That one's my favorite, especially if they have really long hair. That one looks best if you have really super long hair. Other than that, the sock bun one is definitely cute, and it's very versatile. I do like the sock bun because you can do so much with it. Like we did the turkey thing with it. We've got some, ooh, I'm sorry, Pumpkin.
It's okay.
We've got some Christmas surprise ones with the sock bun. We definitely have some stuff. Can you turn your body some more for me? Thank you. All right, last piece, Pumpkin. We're almost done. She always loves to hear the we're almost done's. Okay. Now, when you get to the end, obviously, you're going to have some hair left over. Can you look towards your bed? So, you just want to, again, just braid it all the way out. And we're going to go ahead and we're going to tuck it in. It doesn't matter if it's got the messy flyaways. They're not going to be able to see it. All right. Now I have, if I can find it, a little tiny hair tie. We're going to put that tiny hair tie in there. Hopefully I don't break it. I break a lot of these. Okay, now if you could turn and maybe lean back a little bit. Now what we're going to do is, you can see where we started. We're going to tuck this hair into where we started. And then you can just pull it around. Pull it in. And then pull it around. And then once you get it in and all the way around, you're just going to want to take a bobby pin and make sure that it's in there. Now I'm going to have to get another bobby pin to put that little flyaway in there, but as you can see, turn back this way now. Can you turn your little body some more? Now just sit still. As you can see, it turns into like a star right here almost, with the braid that comes all the way around her head. Now I'm going to probably put a few more bobby pins in there just to make sure that the hair part in here stays in here, you know, but this is beautiful. It's very secure. You know, you have your ponytail here. The only thing that I really probably should do is put just a few more bobby pins in it to make sure that it'll stay in here, and she's comfortable. It's a very comfortable hairstyle. It's not very tight. It's loose, and it just is beautiful. I mean, look at the camera now. See, she has, you know, it's just beautiful. It's a beautiful hairstyle when she turns on the locks. It's just very beautiful. Anyway, thanks for joining us on this hairstyle one, and we hope you enjoyed the video. And if they did, they need to do what?
They have to subscribe to the channel.
Yes, and we'll see you again next time. Thank you.